back to myself, sorry. So go ahead. We're discussing the football NFL here at the moment while we're getting ready for our game. Well, that stinks. I like these red bread. I like their red helmets. Where's my cheat sheet? Hi. Welcome game 4 of the NGHL Fall Futures Classic in Omaha, Nebraska. We are back at the Motto McLean City Ice Rink for our 4th and final game of pool play? I don't know what you call it. It's just a round robin of sorts. There's 6 teams in our division, including us. So we've had 4 games. This will be our 4th game. The only team we have not played is the Omaha Lady Lancers. Of course, they are in the NGHL division with us. So no sadness there. We will meet them again in Des Moines at the NGHL opener on October 20th and 21st. Unless, of course, we meet up with them in the finals tomorrow. The top 4 seeds will play tomorrow morning. Three v4 and 1v2. So that'll be TBD after games finish today. The Storm here going up against the Texas Heat. Seems like they have a very large bench, well prepared, looking sharp with their red helmets. Should be a good matchup here. We'll see how this goes down. Minute 30 left in the warm-up. The Kansas City Storm has been fierce so far this weekend. Both the 10U and the 12U are undefeated. And hopefully we can keep that momentum going here in this final game against Texas Heat. We have a great spread of ladies that have made some points and assists and second assists this weekend. So got a great group of talented girls, fast skaters, excellent stick work, great hockey sense. Emily Austin again in goal. She's done a great job, including a shutout against. Who was our shutout against? Oh, what, Team Wyoming yesterday? Wyoming? Shutout against Team Wyoming. M's with the donut. Madison Gover, our double rostered chick over there, is sitting this game out. She's saving her legs for the 10U championship, which will be this evening at 7 o'clock. She's been a key contributor to that team as well. So she's going to rest her legs, which will give us, I believe, an even 2 lines. 10 skaters, 1 goalie. Takes the confusion out of switching. Hopefully everyone's well rested after our 7 a.m. win against Crevo, 5-2 this morning at the Baxter Arena in Omaha, Nebraska. I know I partook in second breakfast from the hotel. Got a nap in. So hopefully the ladies are rested and ready to go. Strong legs, strong stick, strong mind. Great team here. They've been developing throughout the weekend, strong bonds with their lines. All right, Addie Tees will take the drop with Music and Ross, Gann, and Porta back on D. Puck's gonna go around here and neutral ice. I guess I'll stand up. Addie Tees quick to grab it, but loses it. Back ends up with Cheryl Gann. She takes a high wrister, which is caught by the goalie. Puck drop slips past the defense, who are quick together. Cheryl sends it back to central ice over to Addie Tees, who picks it up. She's going to take it into the O-zone. Flips it over in front of the net. Annalyn Music dumps it in for a goal. Annalyn, Addie to Annalyn. Nice passing there by that forward line. Like I said, they're just getting each other's bearings here and getting a sense of how the team works. Great. Yep, Annalyn Music gets a Storm on the board, 1-0 against Texas Heat. 11:18 left in the first. Audrey Hildebrandt takes a high wrister shot. Cano caught by the Texas Heat goalie. Got some number changes again here with while we're working out our jerseys. Hildebrandt is number 1 in black. Off to the races here. Texas Heat trying to make something happen, but Gwen Lowenberg is there. Loses it behind the back of the net, but she's still fighting for possession. Trips up here, kind of a conglomerate of people in front of the net. Emily does get the cover and the whistle. Oh, where my pen went? I'll write this down. Puck kicks back over to Gwen, who sends it up the boards to Addie Tees, who's going to take it in with some speed. She's got 2 pressuring her up against the wall. She does get tripped up, but stays with it. She does get the puck loose, but the Heat is going to send that out. Freiberger there to collect and take it back into the zone herself. She's going to get a shot off back behind the goal. Now with the far boards with Music and Lowenberg. Music and Tees puck down by their feet. No one can seem to quite get control of it. Still loose in front of the net, now behind the net. Kept in by Lowenberg at the point. She kicks it off the wall. Ends up back with Lowenberg. She's going to try and get a shot off. Blocked by the goalie. Back around behind the Texas Heat net. It comes out in front for a second. Then it's kind of going back and forth behind the back of the net here. Annalyn Music with Ross and Tees. Puck's going to come all the way out to Lowenberg. She's going to take a wrister. It gets deflected. Over to Freiberger, who's wide open here at the point. She sends it into Ross. Can't. Puck dabbles off her stick, kind of back near the near boards. Freiberger back in towards Ross. Nice centering pass to Tees, who shoots it through the 5-hole and goal. That'll put Storm on the board, 2-0 here. 9:25 left in the first. Oh, I saw who assisted that, and then I immediately forgot. Apologies. We'll figure that out if that happened. Leighton now with the drop, and it ends up at their feet. She does a little swizzle and picks it up. She's going to take that into the offensive zone herself, pushed into the near boards. Now back behind the net. Get a centering pass off to Hildebrandt. Gets a shot off, blocked by the goalie, picked up by the Texas Heat. Nice pressure from Lexi Porta there on G. She does get it back out in the neutral zone. It bounces nice to Leighton, who's going to pick it up. She's got one to get around. There's two others coming. She gets a shot wide right back behind the goal, now over by the near side boards with Hildebrandt. Oh, she was intending to pass that, but nobody picked it up. Puck comes all the way back to the Storm defensive zone. Lexi Porta with it back behind the net. She sends it up the walls over to Ramus, who kicks it over. The Heat just barely manages to keep it in. Puck now back behind the Storm net. Couple of saves from Ems, and she finally gets the whistle. 8:17 left in the first. Storm is up 2-0. Tees will take the drop with Freiberger and Music. Ross and Lowenberg out on the ice this shift. Pushing against the wall here, they managed to get it out. The Heat is fighting hard to keep this in. They're going to try and get a shot off, but they can't quite make it happen. Addie Tees is determined to get this out, and she does, and she's on a breakaway herself. She's got 1.5 to get around. Tries the backhand. Somebody dropped their stick. Anna Music back behind the net with it. It's going to come all the way around to Freiberger. But Lowenberg's going to try to keep it in at the point, but Texas is going to chip it out. Freiberger over to Lowenberger, but Texas Heat with some great pressure here, just trying to get on the board. Addie Tees again intercepts. She's coming back in the zone with some speed, getting pushed over towards the far boards, looking to make a pass here. She sends it back up to Lowenberg, who's wide open. Nice thought process there. Lowenberg couldn't quite get the shot off. It'll come back up to her here. She'll get another chance. She's trying to make some room for herself. She does get a shot off. Loose in front of the net. Oh, they knocked that away. Almost got rebound there. Lowenberg again with it up at the point. She's going to try and make some room. She sends it in off of Music's foot. And the Heat just barely get that out while the Storm gets back on sides. It's going to bounce around here in the neutral area for a little bit. Audrey Leighton up against the boards. Puck comes out with Zoe Ross. She's going to make a U-turn back into the offensive zone. She takes a shot off the post. Somebody centered that pass very nicely. Audrey Leighton gets tripped up, but we just had a defensive shift, so we've got Cheryl Gann back here. Tries to get it out. Emily with almost a glove save, but drops it and is kicked out again by Lexi Porta, who gets it out of the zone for an offsides call. And a much needed whistle and a break here for a second. 6:01 left in the first. We need one more player out there. Here we go. Oh, okay. Puck kicks all the way back into the near side corner. Lexi Porta there to tip it around the back of the net. Still around the back of the net here. Nice centering pass from the Heat, but can't quite get the shot off there. Storm still fighting to get this out. Lexi Porta along the boards. Heat manages to get a shot off back behind the goal. Cheryl Gann is there with some pressure to get it up the boards over to Evelyn. It does sneak by everyone and does end up coming out. And Audrey Hildebrandt picks it up. She's going to get pressured all the way to the back of the net. She's going to try to make a centering pass here. Some large pileup of girls here. I think that was a goal. Is that maybe Annalyn? Evelyn? There were two. It was Evelyn and who was the other one? I know Evelyn was there and somebody else was there too, so I'm not. It's either, was it Addie and Evelyn? There were two of them like in the front. My hockey eye is still not trained as well. Anyhow, Addie or Evelyn on that one, we'll find out at the end of the game from the official scorecard. Puts Storm on the board. Lowenberg coming in hard here, takes a high shot, blocked by the goalie, loose in front of the net for a second. Freiberger back in. Ross tries to get the chip, but it goes up. Centering pass again. Freiberger by the near side wall here. Ross with it now back behind the net. Gonna try and make a pass to Leighton here up at the front. Nope, and puck's gonna come back towards the near side board. Leighton tries to send it up to Freiberger, but it gets pushed out back into the neutral zone. Kicks out, picked up by Leighton. Smart play there, good spacing. To go into the zone, it's gonna come back out again. We need to get Lowenberg's smart play there. She was holding it while the Storm got back off on sides. She was forced to dump that in, but gonna be kept in. Oh, Freiberger takes a wrister, but bad bounce does come out, and that'll be an offsides call. 4:09 left in the first. Storm is up 3-1 against the Texas Heat. Right, battle here in center ice to try and gain some puck control. Cheryl Gann up to Audrey Hildebrandt. Gonna pressure their way in, but they're gonna be offsides. Lexi Porta picks it up, sends it up to Ramus along the wall, but loses it. Comes back to Lexi. She looks for the pass. She makes a hard pass over to Cheryl Gann off the wall, who picks it up. She's going to go into the zone, pushed against the near side boards, and all the way back behind the net. Freiberger is trying to make a centering pass here. Tease is wide open in front of the net, so is Ramus. The puck's going to come all the way out. Lexi Porta is there to try and kick it back, but they do manage to get it away, and it's kind of going back and forth here off the boards. Oh, Ramus loses her stick, and Cheryl takes a hard hit and does get it back to the neutral zone. Goes for a switch. We've got Freiberger on D now. Ramus now with it, looking to get by one. Puck gets knocked away, but she goes back for it. Kind of hearing Annalyn Music fresh off the switch. Just can't quite get the puck on her stick to stay there. Oh. We're gonna get I think they're gonna draw a penalty there, but it kind of looked like 3 people tripped each other. Oh, nope. Yeah, I think that was our own player tripped our own player. Gwen Lowenberg collects, coming back up from D. She's going to get a shot off just up over the top of the net and back on the far side boards now. The Heat is going to get it back out. Audrey Leighton sends a pass, sends up with Zoe Rothshaw, sends it back behind the net now at the near side boards. Puck comes back across the front with Annalyn Music, and she gets a shot off and goal. Up, Annalyn, 11. Annalyn with the goal. Fourth goal of the game here for the Storm. Storm is now up 4-0. 1:43 left in the first. Shot from number 18 of Texas off of Cheryl's foot. Great sense of play there. Another shot back behind the net. It's going to come all the way around. Cheryl Gann there too. She looks like she's got some real estate to go. Oh, 18 with another hard shot. Ends up in Emily's pad somewhere and she gets the whistle. Layton kicks it over to Music off the drop. Puck bounces out. Layton grabs it. She's going to bounce pass to Ross. Sends it back to Layton. Loses the stick. Puck out in front. Nice centering pass there. Music can't quite get the shot off. Ross now with it. She's going to send it up to Lexi Porter, who's going to take a slapper. Off of number 7. Deflects back again to the near side board. Nice pass there from Texas over to 18, but Cheryl Gann is there to deflect that. And again along the near side boards. Great pressure, 27 seconds left. See if we can hold them off here from getting on the board. Good read there again from Cheryl Gann. And she's going to have a breakaway all by herself. With a couple of seconds left, she does score. 11 seconds left in the first period. Cheryl Gann with the breakaway and the score. She will. That puts Cheryl 80. We'll put Storm on the board 5-0. 11 seconds left here in the first period. That'll do it for the end of the first period here. Game 4 of the NGHL. Storm looking very good, carrying their momentum from this morning's W against Prevo Elite. Sean Beach, if you're on, I'm looking forward to having your camera equipment back. My hand is hurting holding this cell phone, and I'm sure it's shaking all over. Thank you everyone for tuning in though. Getting ready to start the second period. Emily Austin down in net. Tease will take the drop. It's going to come over to Ramus and Lowenberg. Oh, Freiberger, nice back check, or forecheck there, excuse me. Although his puck does end up coming out while everybody gets back on sides. Texas Heat manages to get that away from Lowenberg, but she's going hard to get that back. Fighting along the near side boards here. It's going to come out. Evelyn, nice pass over to Audrey Hildebrandt, but again, Puck gets taken away. Lowenberg looking to get it out. She does. Texas Heat trying to get back on sides as they dump it back in. Puck goes deep into the Storm offensive zone, but we're caught on a switch here. Don't have enough players to keep it in. Freiberger is going to make her way in. She's got 2 to get around, trying to set up a shot here. And puck goes back around behind the net. It's going to come up to Lowenberg at the point. It's going to kick it back down in, deep behind the net. Oh, Evelyn Ramus in front of the net. Fighting hard here, battling Leighton now. Oh, just can't get it away from number 12, who is determined to make her way into the Texas zone to get Texas on the board. Both teams fighting hard here. See if we can keep up the momentum from a long day of ice hockey. Audrey Leighton now with it. She's got 3 straight Texas Heat in a line to get away. She passes over to Ross, who takes a shot, deflected by the goalie. Back to Lexi Porta, back to Ross. Another shot gets deflected to the left of the goal. Puck gets by Storm defense. And comes all the way back down into the Texas Heat offensive zone. Try to get a couple shots off here. Blocked by Emily up at the point. They try to take another shot. Can't quite get that off. Puck's going to end up with Ross. He's going to send it across the ice. Smart play there. Ross again with Music. And Hildebrandt. Fighting against the near side boards. Going to end up with Addie Tees, who's trying to gain some momentum here into the ozone. She's got 1 to get around, and she makes a shot and scores! Right hand side of the net. Just kind of juked the goalie there. Addie Tees. Excuse me. Love her speed on the ice. Just makes it look effortless. 8:49 left in the second. Storm is up 6-0 against the Texas Heat. Lowenberg had it, was coming in hot, but she lost it, and they'll get offsides. She sends it back to Freiberger, who's got some room to try and make a pass here. She manages to bounce pass it off to Music, but it gets kicked away back to Lowenberg, who's going to take it in. She makes a nice centering pass. Can't quite get the shot off. Texas Heat trying desperately to get it out of their defensive zone, but Storm sends Freiberger over to Ross. Ross kicks it back around the back of the net, back up the far boards to Freiberger. He's gonna send it in, and it'll get sent back out again. Addie Tees with her phenomenal speed here. She's got 2 to get around. She's using all her real estate to get up to the front of the net. Shot right into the goalie chest and blocked. Ross and Music here battling to get Storm control of the puck. Lowenberg with a wrister off the goalie, almost gets the rebound from Tees. She's going to try again here. She's going to send it back up to Lowenberg, who's wide open. So high wrister caught by the goalie, dropped in front, loose in front for a second there. And the Heat manages to get it back into neutral ice. We're back on sides. Music's going to pick it up. She's going to try and get by. She loses it, ends up with Cheryl again. Kicks it towards the near side boards. I think the shift is tired. We did manage to switch someone here. Leighton is out on the ice. Lowenberg with it though. She's got one to get around, and she hits the post, and it bounces off. Oh my goodness, that was a shot. She's disappointed about that. That was too bad we're not playing posties. Heat manages to ice the puck. There's that whistle we needed about 65 seconds ago. 6:30 left in the second. Puck came straight through the Storm defense and out. The Heat manages to dump it into the Storm defensive zone. Cheryl there battling against the far wall to get it out. And it'll go back and forth here along the boards till Leighton manages to sneak that puck back out, but the Heat grabs control again, makes a nice cross-ice pass, but can't quite be picked up. Oh, Lexi poured a nice hold until everyone's back on side. She dumps it cross-ice to Freiberger. A nice centering pass. Oh, Leighton not quite there yet. Great thinking, though. Hildebrandt fighting for it. Puck now back behind the Sorry, the Wi-Fi at the rink here is talking to me. Hi. Number 18 pressures forward. She does get a shot off, but it is very wide right. Back towards the... Oh, battle here. Loose puck in front of the net. Cheryl and Porta managed to keep it away from going in the net, as well as Emily Austin, of course. Puck comes back out into neutral zone, but that'll be offsides call. 4:51 left in the second. Score is 6 Storm, 0 for the Texas Heat. They don't seem to be giving up quite yet. As you shouldn't. Everyone's battling hard here. Freiberger gains control, but met with some pressure here from the Texas Heat. They do manage to get it back to the neutral zone. They're going to battle here a little bit. God, it looks like got a couple people down and lots of pushing. Puck's going to come out with Annalyn, but she loses it to the Texas Heat. Back to Freiberger. It's going to be bobbled around here in neutral ice for a second. Addie Tees will take that, and she's going to make her way around, and she shoots it off the back of the net. Freiberger and Music again along the far wall. Yeah. Freiberger gets it by everyone. Back along the back now. Texas Heat will try to send it back up, but they do manage to get by it, and they've got a one-on-one breakaway but with Gwen Lowenberg in hot pursuit. Oh! Texas Heat barely misses that. It was Emily with the save, but the puck and the player just went right by the net together almost. Couldn't quite get it in. Addie Tees with it once again. She's going to use her speed and stick handling here to try and make her way around. She gets a shot off, but wide right, now back behind the net with Ross. And Music tries to send it to Ross, but it didn't work out. Ross, nice centering pass back over to Music. Can't quite get that off. Storm trying to make a switch here, but they do. So we bring keep our legs going. It seems like a pretty fast-paced game of back and forth here. Lowenberg with it. She's going to take it in. Nice left-hand shot off the goalie's pad. Deflects into the goal. Goal! Gwen Lowenberg. Number 6 on the board with a point. That'll bring Storm to 7 here against the Texas Heat. They're going to wave off the icing call. The puck is just not quite traveling as fast as it normally does. Cheryl Gann, nice keep there at the blue line. She's going to take a wrister. Just left of the goal, back behind. Remus is there to collect and try and get the rebound, but goalie covered. Thank you. All right. Porta playing a little conservative allows that to come back out. But she is determined to get it back here, battling against the near side boards. Porta's going to end up with it back behind her own net, met by 2 or 3 Texas players. She's still going with it here. She's just going to take it herself. She does manage to get it out. And it comes back to neutral ice. Texas Heat number 13 picks it up, looking to get a shot, but wide right. Ooh. A couple players tripped up here in front of the net. Cheryl Gann fighting, but her stick is caught under number 11. Ends up, puck comes out. Audrey Hildebrandt, who's got her own breakaway here. She's going to try to get the shot off. Oh! Her stick got tied up by the Texas Heat player. Couldn't quite get that shot off. Goalie gets the cover. 52 seconds left in the second period. Puck drop comes over to Lowenberg at the point. Loads up for a wrister to tease with the backhand. Just back wide right of the net. Music trying to make a centering pass on the near side boards. Music, nice centering pass to Ross. Oh, just misses the shot there with Freiberger there to send it back in to Ross along the far side boards. Ooh, she ends up with someone on her face. Ouch, but she's quick to get up. Hockey players ain't no joke here. Addie Tees sends it towards the net, but Heat is going to try and get that out. Back to Freiberger's going to send it in. Intercepted by the Heat again, who's going to kick it around the boards here until the period will expire. Time will expire. That'll be the end of the second period. Excuse me. Storm up 7-0 against the Texas Heat. New Jersey's looking sharp. Coach Layton giving some inspirational speeches over there, it looks like. And while I'm at it, thank you to all of our coaches. We've got Jason Gann, Adam Music, and Emily Austin's dad, Nate Austin, helping out on the bench today. So thank you to our coaches. I know you put a lot of work in to help these girls every day. All right, starting the the third period off here, Leighton will take the drop. Got Hildebrandt and Ramus on the forward line. Hildebrandt's quick to pick that up, and she's going to get a shot off here, caught and covered by the goalie. Heat manages to get that puck out. Cheryl Gann dumps it back in, but we were just barely offside, it looks like. We'll have a center ice puck drop. No line changes yet. Ramus is going to come out with it. She's going to take it into the zone, send a nice cross-ice pass to Hildebrandt, and she almost gets that off. Can't quite get her stick off. Heat now with it. They're going to try and make a move here. And they are just barely offsides as well. Looks like they fighting again, fighting to get her stick on the puck. Can't quite get it off as her teammate went across the blue line first. All right. Now we've got a line change here for the Storm. Lowenberg and Freiberger on D. Excellent coverage here of the defensive zone. Addie T is going to come out with it, and she's going to use her speed to go right around 1 and 2. She's got one more to beat. She makes a nice swizzle move, and she's going to send that puck just across. Misses Zoe Ross's stick, unfortunately. Comes back out into neutral ice. Lowenberg there to send it back to neutral ice. Another battle along the boards here. Puck's gonna get dumped into the Storm offensive zone. Ross there sends it to Freiberger. Freiberger tries to send it over to Lowenberg, but their pass gets intercepted. Excuse me. Battle here at center ice. Texas Heat is going to push into their Storm defensive zone. But there's still some pressure here from these Storm girls who don't quite seem tired yet. Puck comes out with Cheryl Gann, who's just going to pressure her way in, looking to make a pass here over to Music. Oh, it's loose in front of the net, and I don't know. It kind of went all around the front of the net. I don't know if he called it a goal. I don't know. Maybe he did. Oh, he did. That was a goal. Storm will be on the board. Off the drop, Zoe Ross quickly picks it up, takes it into the zone. Anna Music shot wide left. Wall. Lexi Porta sends it out to Music. Music over to Ross. Back over to Music in the front. Got out. Cheryl Gann is there to pressure pressure it back in. Followed by the Heat, sending it all the way into the defensive zone. Lexi Porta there tries to make a pass, but that's going to slide all the way down for the icing. Got some 10U team members here watching, support. The camaraderie here is great with the Storm program. All right, like, kind of back and forth here. Freiberger sends it over to Lowenberg. Lowenberg, nice shot, pass, over to Leighton, who's going to pick that up, go into the zone herself. Nice move, high wrister shot, caught and dropped onto the back of the net by the goalie. That'll be considered out of play. Leighton, nice kick back to Lowenberg, who's wide open back there. She sends a wrister deep into the zone. Remus sends a shot wide right back behind the goal. Puck comes up to Freiberger at the point, gets reflected, and back into neutral zone. 77 of Texas Heat, trying desperately to get her team on the board. Freiberger now with it. Ooh. Getting lots of pressure here. The Texas girls are all over her, and we're gonna draw the penalty there on Texas for tripping. Diesel take the drop. Ross and Music back on wingers. Porta again on D. Puck drop back to Porta. She's going to send a intended pass over to Gann, but ends up with Music. Will take it. Now at the near side boards, back to Porta. Tries to send it to Gann. She does manage to keep it in, but deflects off someone's skate back into neutral zone. Ooh, look at the stick lifting going on there. Music says, I'll take that. Sends it over to Ross, who's wide open. She gets a shot off and into the goalie's chest for a whistle. Good look there on the pass by Music. Line change. Excuse me. Leighton will take the drop. We've got Remus and Hildebrandt, Freiberger and Lowenberg back on D. Puck's going to come up to Lowenberg. Takes a wrister. Oh, hits off her own player. Texas does manage to get that out. Number 18 is going to have a slight breakaway here. She tries the backhand, but just wide left to the front of the net. Now at the far side board, Storm battling to get it back out of their defensive zone. And they do. Texas Heat trying desperately to make something happen, but the Storm girls are applying pressure here. Evelyn Remus now with it. She's got two to get around. She's going to take it into the zone. Nice moves here. She does get a shot off right in, saved by the goalie. Freiberger at the point to keep it in. She has been excellent up there at that blue line this weekend. Puck gets kicked all the way back down to the Emily. And there'll be icing. 2:15 left in the third. back to tees and music. Drop will come to Cheryl, who can't quite get the pass off there. She does keep it in at the blue line up there. Ross with it back behind the net. Gets taken away. Puck's going to come up. Lexi Porta sends it back across ice over to Tees. Music now battling for control along the far boards. Tees on standby. Comes back to Cheryl at the point. She's going to take one of her passes over to Ross, so it gets stopped by the skate of a Texas Heat player. Texas now trying to make her move. Cheryl, excellent sense of play there, intercepts that pass from Texas. Puck back now out in neutral ice. It does manage to go all the way to the goalie, who covers it and asks for the whistle. We'll have a full line change, it looks. Partial line change. Someone is... Anyway. Hildebrandt along the near side wall. Just going to take it and then try to make a centering pass here. Leighton's wide open. Oh, just misses the pass to Freiberger there. Sends it over to Hildebrandt again. Now still back behind. 3 seconds left in the game here. See if we can... and that'll be the game. Great game again from the Kansas City Storm 12U Black team. So far undefeated at the NGHL Fall Futures Classic. Thanks for joining us. This win will secure our spot in the games that go on tomorrow morning. So join us back either, I think it's at 8:30 or 9:45, I believe. We'll let you know on social media, of course, to play to be determined. So we'll see you again tomorrow if you'd like to join us. Thank you guys. Have a great, wonderful rest of your weekend. And I guess I'm from Kansas City now, so I can say go Chiefs.